Hello everybody. Now we are going to do the same lesson, Modal Auxiliaries Part 2. And now we are going to study shall. Shall indicates future action, as you know very well. It is very commonly used with the first person singular and plural, I and we, often found in suggestions, promises and predestinations, where you are making predestination, future plannings to go somewhere, to have some future plannings. So they are called predestination. See the picture? I promise that I shall never give up, and that's all die yelling and laughing. And that I'll die yelling and laughing. So see the child promising that he will never give up. Shall we begin? Shall we set the table is a suggestion. It is used in case of suggestion. Like, shall we set the table? Shall we go to picnic? Shall we prepare the lunch? This is all suggestion. I shall never leave your side, where you are making promise. Then predestination. She shall become our next queen. Will. It is more commonly used to talk about future situations. It can also be used to talk about the present when we want to make a request. It is also used in the situation where we are making instant decision. Instant decision means decision being taken at the spot of the moment. See the pictures? I will call you later. Future action. Will you close the window, please? Request. I loved that t-shirt. I'll take it. This is an instant decision. Usage of should. This model is commonly used to give recommendation or advices, like your doctor gives. He recommends you medicines, no? He gives you advices every now and then. So, should is used. It can be used to talk about obligation as well as expectation. Obligation means, as I said you earlier, where it is very compulsory. And then expecting also. It can be used in case of expecting also. See the picture. Wow, what a dangerous look the boy is giving. You should be writing as if he is a teacher. When you have many classes, you should take a bottle of water with you. Recommendation. You should focus more on your assignment. Advice. It's giving advice. So you also try to make your own sentences regarding like that. So please check the sentence, repeat them again and again, and give your own sentence also. Suppose you are giving an advice. You should take this medicine in the afternoon after the lunch. So what is it? Advice. You should not take medicines with the milk. You should take medicines with the water. So what is it? Recommendation. I should be at work before 7 p.m. Compulsory. I should reach school by time. It is exam time. So what is it? Obligation. At this moment, they should be ready to be in New York. You are expecting. At this moment, my father should be returning home. So you are expecting. Ought to. Ought to is also one kind of should. But it is used in the same manner, but only the thing is that it is a different word. It is used to give advice, make recommendation. It also expresses assumptions where you are assuming something in the future, about the future. Then expectations, strong probability. Strong probability means where you are having damn surety. When the context implies something is deserved. You ought to know that I love you. Do you know that? Your teacher loves you. You ought to know that. You ought to know this singer, is she a singer or an actress? I do not know her. She ought to stop eating red meat. Recommendation. You ought to take milk every day. Do you take milk every day? No, I know that. Sam ought to get a promotion. Sam, don't think it is you. Expectation, because he deserves it. So here you are telling Sam ought to get promotion. He should get promotion. He deserves the promotion. Those apartments ought to increase in value due to construction of a new mall. So you are assuming that there is a new mall being constructed, so the house near there can become expensive. So the apartments ought to increase in value due to the construction of new mall. Many people will buy. You ought to know. You ought to know is a song sung by Alanis Morissette in 1995. It was a hit song. You ought to know. Now, usage of would. It is more commonly used to show conditional verbs. In addition, it is used to make offers, requests, and talk about past habits. See the picture? If I were you, I would not do that again. Would you like some cake? Would you turn down the volume, please? It's a request. He would swim in the dam for hours. When we would swim in the dam for hours when we were kids. This is past habits. Other models which can be used to make conditional sentences are could, might, will, should. If I knew her name, I might tell. I could have told you the truth if I had listened to, you had listened to me. If I should see him, I'll give him the message. With this, we come to an end of Modal chapter.